Hi, I'm Bonnie. I never thought I'd be standing here at my brother's funeral at 28, watching people who barely knew Michael cry harder than his own mother. The funeral home smelled like too many flowers trying to hide what we were really here for. I adjusted my black dress, the one Michael always said made me look like a corporate badass. God, I missed him already. You're holding up well, considering. I turned to see Aunt Elizabeth, my mom's sister, but nothing like her. She squeezed my arm. Thanks for coming, Aunt Elizabeth. At least someone from Mom's side doesn't hate me. Oh, honey, nobody hates you. I laughed a little too loudly, causing a few heads to turn. Tell that to Sandra. My mother, Sandra, stood across the room, accepting condolences like the grieving mother of the year. My father, Robert, hovered beside her like the human shadow he'd always been. Did you speak to your parents yet? Dad gave me a sad little nod earlier. Mom's been avoiding eye contact since I arrived. The last time I saw Michael was 3 months ago. We met for coffee, and he told me he was finally going to therapy to deal with our childhood. Better late than never, he'd said. Then last week, a heart attack at 32. Just like that. Your brother loved you very much, Bonnie. He told me how proud he was that you got away. I swallowed hard. I should have made him come with me. The funeral director announced it was time for family remarks. My parents moved toward the front. I hesitated, then followed. We should honor Michael by speaking truth. He'd want that. Aunt Elizabeth nodded. He absolutely would. At the podium, Sandra spoke about her perfect son through practiced tears. Robert said nothing, just stared at his shoes. When they finished, I stepped forward. I'd like to say something about my brother. Sandra's head snapped up. We've said enough. I haven't. I took the microphone. Michael was more than the perfect son everyone here is describing. He was funny and flawed and real. He struggled. That's enough, Sandra hissed, grabbing my arm. I pulled away. He protected me when no one else would. He deserved better than... The slap came first, stinging across my cheek, then the punch to my shoulder, hard enough to make me stumble. You should have died instead of him. You worthless, ungrateful. Robert finally moved, pulling her back as people gasped. It should have been you, Sandra screamed, mascara tracking down her face. The room froze. I touched my throbbing cheek, feeling strangely calm. I'm sorry Michael isn't here to see this, I said quietly. He always said someday you'd show everyone who you really are. I walked out, ignoring the whispers, past shocked mourners and my father's weak calls to come back. In my car, I didn't cry. Instead, I felt something snap into place, like a dislocated bone finally set right. My phone buzzed with a text from Aunt Elizabeth. I'm so sorry, what can I do? I typed back. Help me. I'm done pretending. For Michael, who never escaped, I wasn't just going to walk away this time. Sandra had finally shown her true self to everyone. And now I had witnesses. 3 days after the funeral disaster, I sat in a coffee shop waiting for Jenna, my childhood best friend who'd witnessed everything. When she walked in, her face said it all. Holy shit, Bonnie. Your face still has a bruise. Makeup can only hide so much. Thanks for meeting me. I always knew your mom was a piece of work, but that was next level. Everyone's talking about it. I stirred my coffee. Let them talk. For once, it's the truth. Remember when Michael got that scholarship and Sandra threw that huge party? Then when you got into Yale, she told everyone you only got in because of diversity quotas? I laughed bitterly. Classic Sandra. Always the same script. Michael earned everything. I got lucky. Your brother knew it was messed up. He'd call me sometimes, worried about you. I nearly dropped my cup. He called you? When? Over the years. Said Sandra was telling everyone you had drug problems, that you stole money from the family business. Said you cut everyone off because you were ashamed. My stomach twisted. I left because I couldn't breathe around her. I called every holiday until she started hanging up. My phone buzzed. A text from Aunt Elizabeth. Your father wants to meet. I'll come with you. An hour later, we sat in my childhood living room. Robert looked older than at the funeral, shoulders permanently curved inward. I'm sorry about what happened, Bonnie. You've been sorry my whole life, Dad. Your mother isn't well. After Michael died, don't. This didn't start with Michael dying. It started when I was born. Aunt Elizabeth leaned forward. Robert, tell her what you told me, He stared at his hands. Your mother. She's been telling people things. About you. None of it true. I know about the lies. What I don't know is why you never stopped her. I was weak. Am weak. Always have been. The doorbell rang. Robert seemed relieved by the interruption. That's Marcus, Michael's lawyer. Marcus was younger than I expected, with kind eyes behind wire-rimmed glasses. Miss Bonnie, I've been trying to reach you. Your brother left explicit instructions. Instructions? He updated his will 3 months ago. Left you everything, his apartment, savings, and a sealed letter. Robert looked stunned. Sandra said she was the beneficiary. She is not, Marcus said firmly. In fact, Mr. Michael specifically included provisions preventing Mrs. Sanders from contesting. Marcus handed me an envelope. He also left this video with instructions to show it only if his mother created any disturbance. At his funeral. I opened the letter with shaking hands. Bonnie, if you're reading this, I'm gone and Mom probably showed her true colors. I've been recording everything for years. Every lie, every manipulation. It's all on a hard drive in my apartment. Use it if you need to. I couldn't stand up to her in life, but maybe I can help you do it now. I'm sorry I wasn't stronger. Don't let her win. Love, Michael. Marcus pulled out his tablet. There's also this. He pressed play, and Michael's face filled the screen. Hey, sis. If you're watching this, things went exactly how I feared they would. Michael's face on the screen made my heart stop. His eyes looked tired but determined. I've been documenting everything for years. Sandra never thought I was listening when she trash-talked you to the family. But I was. Always. The video ended with Michael giving specific instructions about where to find his evidence. I wiped my eyes and looked at Jenna. Let's go to his apartment. Now. 2 hours later, Jenna and I sat surrounded by Michael's meticulous records. Files labeled by year, recordings, screenshots. Look at this email from 2018. Jenna pointed at the screen. Sandra told your cousin your company failed and you were too ashamed to attend family gatherings. Meanwhile, you were being featured in Business Weekly. I scrolled through text messages between Michael and various family members. Holy shit. She told everyone I was in rehab when I was actually at that business conference in Tokyo. Bonnie, there are dozens of these. She's been systematically destroying your reputation for years. My phone rang. Sandra's number. I should take this. You know Robert told me you were at the house, Sandra hissed without greeting. Going behind my back during my time of grief? Your time of grief? That's rich coming from the woman who punched me at her son's funeral. You always make everything about you. Just like when Michael was sick as a child and you kept demanding attention. He had the flu, Sandra. I broke my arm. I'm having a memorial gathering next week. Don't bother coming. Actually, I'll be there, with everything Michael left me. Silence then. What are you talking about? The will, the apartment, the recordings, everything. You ungrateful little... See you at the memorial, Mom. I hung up, hands shaking. Jenna squeezed my shoulder. You okay? No, but I will be. We need to talk to Kevin. Kevin, Michael's best friend since college, met us at a bar near his place. His eyes were red-rimmed. Bonnie, man, I've been wanting to call you. What happened at the funeral? That was messed up. Kevin, did Michael ever give you anything to hold for him? Recordings, maybe? Kevin's face changed. How did you know? He pulled out his phone, opened a password-protected folder. Last year, Michael and Sandra had this blowout at Thanksgiving. She didn't know he was recording. Said some truly vile stuff about you. The recording played. Sandra's voice crystal clear. Bonnie was always jealous of Michael. If she shows up here, I'll tell everyone how she tried to sabotage his career. They'll believe me. They always do. Kevin looked uncomfortable. There's more. Lots more. I need copies of everything. What are you planning, Bonnie? The memorial is next Saturday. Sandra's inviting everyone. Family, friends, Michael's colleagues. She's putting on her grieving mother show, Jenna added. Not this time, I said. I'm thinking big screen, surround sound, and every bit of evidence Michael collected. She'll try to stop you, Kevin warned. Let her try. I've already talked to Marcus about getting legal permission to use the venue's AV system, and Aunt Elizabeth is keeping Robert busy that morning. Jenna grinned. Operation Takedown Sandra is officially a go. Not takedown, I corrected. Just truth. For once, everyone will hear the truth. The community center was packed for Michael's memorial. Jenna, Kevin, and Marcus arrived early to set up the AV equipment while I waited outside with Aunt Elizabeth. She's already in there acting like Mother Teresa, Aunt Elizabeth whispered. You sure you're ready for this? I clutched the flash drive in my pocket, more ready than I've ever been. When I walked in, Sandra was holding court near a large photo of Michael. Her eyes narrowed when she spotted me. You have some nerve showing up after disrespecting Michael's funeral? I'm here because Michael asked me to be. I nodded to Kevin, who gave me a thumbs up from the AV booth. Everyone, if I could have your attention, I said loudly. Before we continue, Michael left something he wanted you all to see. Sandra rushed toward me. This is inappropriate. Robert, stop her. But Robert stayed seated, eyes fixed on his shoes. The lights dimmed and Michael's face appeared on the projector screen. Hi, everyone. If you're watching this, I didn't make it, and my sister Bonnie is finally setting the record straight. Sandra lunged for the power cord, but Aunt Elizabeth blocked her path. You might want to watch this, Sandra. Everyone else will. The video continued with Michael calmly detailing years of Sandra's manipulation, complete with dates, names, and recorded conversations. The crowd murmured as emails appeared showing Sandra spreading lies about me to relatives, friends, even my college roommate. That's not true! He's confused! Sandra shouted, but her voice faltered as a recording played of her telling Michael, Your sister is dead to this family. I've made sure everyone knows what a disappointment she is. Cousin Rachel stood up from the back row. You told me Bonnie couldn't attend my wedding because she was in court-ordered rehab. I have the text right here. And you told me she stole money from Michael's business, Uncle George added. The evidence kept coming. Screenshots, voice recordings, video clips. Sandra's face cycled through shock, rage, and panic. These are taken out of context. Robert, tell them! Robert finally stood, shoulders straight for the first time in decades. No, Sandra. No more lies. I've enabled this for too long. You punched our daughter at our son's funeral. It's over. When the lights came back on, the room had transformed. People who'd avoided me at the funeral now approached with tearful apologies. Sandra stood alone, her carefully constructed world collapsing. 2 weeks later, I was clearing out Michael's apartment when Sandra appeared at the door. I came to apologize. I wasn't well. I can change. Like you changed after you locked me in the basement for spilling juice? Or after you told Michael's college girlfriend I was a pathological liar? That was different. I've lost everything. Robert's filed for divorce. The charity board asked me to resign. Nobody returns my calls. Consequences, Sandra, not persecution. Please, Bonnie, you're all I have left. I looked at her, really looked and felt nothing but peace. No, I'm not, and I never will be again. I closed the door as Jenna appeared from the kitchen. You okay? Actually, yeah, for the first time in forever. My phone buzzed with a group text from Kevin, Aunt Elizabeth, and 3 cousins who'd reconnected after the memorial. They were waiting at the restaurant to celebrate Michael's birthday. Let's go, I said. The people who actually matter are waiting. Would you completely cut ties with a toxic parent like Bonnie did? Or do you believe some family bonds should be maintained no matter what? What would you have done in Bonnie's shoes when Sandra tried to apologize? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever had to distance yourself from toxic family members? Or do you believe in giving second chances? If you enjoyed Bonnie's journey to freedom, hit that like button and subscribe for more revenge stories where toxic people finally face consequences. Your support helps this channel grow.